Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new cryptocurrency video. My name is Moonlight. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Today, I have a very interesting project to showcase to all of you guys. I literally came across it like 2-3 days ago. The project is insane, and this is Looby by Stephen Bliss. Now, if you don't know who Stephen Bliss is, not to worry, you probably have heard of him before or seen some of his work, and that is because he was the lead artist designer at Rockstar Games. He was a senior artist for, I believe, like 15 years. It's crazy. He's actually done some artwork in a bunch of games from Rockstar Games, and his iconic art style can be attributed to Grand Theft Auto, all the titles essentially. Not to mention, I believe you have Red Dead Redemption, which is another amazing game. You have The Warriors, and even, I believe, LA Noire. And I'm going to make sure to showcase those games on the screen so you guys can have an idea of where, maybe you've heard of them, maybe you haven't played the games, but you'll understand for most people out there where this kind of artwork comes from now by Stephen Bliss. And if you want to know any more information about him, I would highly recommend you guys go directly to his own personal site, Stephen Bliss. All links are going to be down below in the description if you want to take a look at any of his artwork. He's done like an insane amount of artwork for a bunch of different games. Some of them even, as you can see, Atomic Blonde. It's insane. It is insane. And that's why I wanted to showcase to you guys this, because he's honestly done an amazing job. And you can just kind of tell, like, it's crazy what you can actually do when you are very talented like Stephen Bliss. And Rockstar is probably one of my favorite gaming providers, especially Grand Theft Auto. I loved it. LA Noire, I loved it as well. I'm honestly very pumped for this. And going over more in detail of Looby, if you guys are interested, all links are going to be down below in the description. I'm going to make sure to leave the links down below. But keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor, not a financial expert of any source. I'm not telling you to do anything, because with YouTube restrictions, I do have to say that YouTube's getting very bad. Literally anything sometimes I talk about gets limited pretty heavily, so I do apologize for that. But anyways, take a look at some of the artwork directly on screen now. If you want to take a look at the white papers, you can kind of get a better understanding of Looby. Feel free to do so. Essentially, Looby in and of itself is like the first true art coin in the crypto space. That's kind of what I want to kind of refer to it as. And you can see here, it is created again by Stephen Bliss. Stephen Bliss was a senior artist at Rockstar Games from 2001 to 2016. And so we can kind of read up a little bit more on him. And you could read up on their vision, their mission, etc. I'm not here to bore you guys, though, reading word for word. I want you guys to engage with the project and kind of get it and come to a feel for where I'm coming from. Because this is like an insane project that I think could potentially do very well, especially when you consider the fact, you know, Stephen Bliss. We've all played those games. Hopefully you guys have played the games when I mentioned them. Because if you haven't, you're missing out on a lot of great, you know, gameplay. But not just that, the artwork in general. And I'm a big fan of artwork, I would say, as well. But Looby essentially is kind of like the main character, which was inspired by a sketch drawn by, I believe it was Steven's 5-year-old son at the time. The project, in speaking of Looby, launched in 2024, I believe in November. And since then, he has built, like, I would say, an entire universe around Looby. And I think that's very unique because, of course, you're combining crypto. He could have just, you know, launched his artwork or whatever just online, not using crypto, not NFTs, nothing. And, you know, who would have guessed what would have come to that if not in crypto? Because crypto, you can do so much more. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Crypto, you can do so much more than if you were to just launch your artwork on, you know, a Shopify store. You know what I mean? Like, you could do so much more. They are currently coming out with comics. That is right. Hand-drawn NFT collections, original Looby comic series, animations, merchandise, and community reward programs. There is going to be an actual coin for this project as well. There's no team allocation. There's no buy or sell taxes. There is no pre-sale. All tokens are in public circulation from day one. It is insane that they're doing this because you don't see that usually with a lot of crypto projects. And the tokenomics are as follows. It is on the Solana blockchain. Amazing. Solana is doing very well this bull run. There's currently 2,300 holders as of August this year. There's a contract address. So if you guys are interested to pick yourself up some Looby tokens, Feel free to take a look at the actual site. Again, I'm not telling you to do anything. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor of any sorts. Just keep that in mind. Their DEX right now that they're working with is Radium. Radium is very, very good. And on July 22nd, this past month, they did release those fully hand-drawn NFTs. So if you guys are interested to kind of pick yourself up some, feel free to go over to their website, head over to the Looby NFTs. This is where you're going to be able to see some of the actual NFTs of their collection and maybe pick yourself up one if you are interested in them. And as you can see here, for the actual rewards of their NFTs, as you can see, there is going to be an 8% royalty applied to the sale, and that basically goes to help the project and its holders. 4% will go to the project, 4% will go to the NFT reward pool. And at the end of each month, the reward pool is used to buy Looby tokens directly from the market. These tokens are then distributed fully to the NFT holders based on the rarity of the NFTs that they are holding. Now, in order to be eligible for the rewards, you will have to hold at least 100,000 Looby tokens in the same wallet as your NFT. And that is actually very unique as well. So it creates a really good kind of scarcity effect in their tokens, because in order to kind of get those rewards, you need to be holding. So people are going to want to grab the actual token and then grab the NFT as well. And you never know what can happen. You see, like, before, NFTs could like skyrocket in price. And this is from, the lead designer from Rockstar Games. So it just goes to show you what can actually happen. And then here you can kind of see how the actual reward pool works. I don't really want to touch too much more on the reward pool. It's here for you guys: regular, classic, legendary, ascendary, legendary. Feel free to take a look at it yourself. I want you guys to engage with it and just, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments, because I think this is a very, very promising project and a very promising idea, to say the least. If you guys want to follow their Twitter, I would recommend you do so, because Twitter is ruling the world right now. Feel free to take a look at Looby on their actual social pages. All their links are going to be down below in the description. As you can see, art coin created by the legendary artist Stephen Bliss. And if you go scroll down, you can see some of the sketches that he has actually been working on as well. It's kind of crazy. It's cool. And I like the fact that his 5-year-old kind of inspired the idea behind this. I think there's a lot of potential within this project, and I think this is going to do very well. That's just my own opinion. The origin story is really, really cool, and I really like the idea, and I love the graphics. It makes you kind of feel nostalgic for, your kid days, because I remember the graphics back when I was young, and I loved it. And the graphics have changed so much nowadays. This kind of brings back that nostalgia vibe from, when I was a kid, with Disney and everything like that. But anyways, you guys, this is Looby. Let me know what you think of them down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think. If you're going to pick yourself up one, what do you think of the artwork? What do you think of Stephen Bliss in general? Have you played those games? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. My name is Moonlight, and I'll see you guys all in my next cryptocurrency, NFT, or whatever video.